continue and continue and continue, and then it will end at this end. Sounds straightforward, right? Everybody gets to syllabus. What is slightly unusual is that you're not necessarily going to come up with your lines in sequence. So what will happen is that people can volunteer, they can step out, or I might, if no one wants to volunteer, have to pick someone, and then they will say their line, and that will be their line in that point of the story. So you don't necessarily get to hear the story in the sequence that it was created. Can I start with you? You know what you're doing.
At which point the vicar arrived.
So somewhere in the middle of the story, the vicar arrived. Any volunteer?
Yeah. And then the landmine exploded.
So we have currently.
And then the landmine exploded.
At which point the vicar arrived.
Unfortunately, all of the lemons were rotten.
Just to recap.
And then the landmine exploded.
At which point the vicar arrived.
Unfortunately, all of the lemons were rotten.
Okay, so wait. So we'll do this in sequence now.
And then the landmine exploded.
At which point the vicar arrived.
And then their mother died. Unfortunately, all of the lemons were rotten.
Volunteer. Come on. Well, don't say your line. Yeah, come on. But we'll do it in sequence every time. So here in sequence.
And then the landmine exploded.
Meanwhile, on the moon.
The vicar arrived.
Mother died. Unfortunately, all of the lemons were rotten.
Okay.
You've got one.
Let's have an in-between. We've got someone.
And then the landmine exploded.
Meanwhile, on the moon.
At which point the vicar arrived.
And then the mother died.
The young Cave Johnson was determined to make that combustible lemon.
Unfortunately, all of the lemons were rotten.
We'll do it. Step out.
Say something random?
Not yet.
Step out. You will say in the sequence. So I'm going to go start from the beginning, and then when it comes to your point, you'll say your line.
And then the landmine exploded.
Meanwhile, on the moon.
To which he steps to the counter and said, I want a cheeseburger and crumpets.
At which point the vicar arrived.
And then the mother died.
The young Cave Johnson was determined to make that combustible lemon.
Unfortunately, all of the lemons were rotten.
Okay. And then no, we've got someone.
But then the landmine exploded.
Meanwhile, on the moon.
At which he steps to the counter and said, I want a cheeseburger and a crumpet. So I hid the prostitute under the bed.
Cave Johnson was determined to make that combustible lemon.
Unfortunately, all of the lemons were rotten.
Okay. You coming? Come on. All right.
But then the landmine exploded.
Meanwhile, on the moon.
At which he ordered a cheeseburger and a crumpet.
So I hid the prostitute under the bed.
At which point the vicar arrived.
Closely followed by an imam and a rabbi. And then the mother died.
Combustible lemon.